you.
And now let's go into the community for another upbeat segment, this time with Judy, who's talking about the Grillo Center.
We're here today at the Grillo Center, which is housed right in the main branch of the Boulder Public Library. And we're amidst the happy sounds of the children. The Children's Library is right below us. And with me is Chris Engelman of the Grillo Center. And I'm happy to be here, Chris. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to talk to us.
So I've always heard of the Grillo Center, but I don't really know what it is. Can you tell us what is the Grillo Center?
The Grillo Center, which is the Virgil Grillo Health Information Center, is housed in the library, though it is a separate small nonprofit organization. We get great in-kind support from the library, obviously having this great office space here up on the second floor by the plate glass windows overlooking Boulder Creek. We get support with space, we get computer services support. We function sort of as a department of the library, but we are not city employees. It's a separate organization. The center is staffed by trained volunteers. I do the training of the volunteers, and the volunteer staff helps research any and all kinds of health information, largely internet research, since that's generally the best way of finding the most current health information. We're open 5 days a week, about 6 hours a day, and it's a completely free service. We get support from different organizations, Boulder Community Hospital, Roche, different organizations, so we keep it as a free service. So any information that we get for people, we can print information, we can mail information, email information.
So what I'm wondering is, why wouldn't I just Google for medical information? Why would I actually come here to the Grillo Center?
Google is great, and we do use Google sometimes, but it also, the idea of Googling for information is tricky because you can get any kind of information, so you can get lots of bad information. Actually, first of all, you can get a lot of information. I mean, you research something like prostate cancer, you may get, I don't even know, 100,000 hits or something like that. So what we do is two things. There are two things. We have some databases that we have subscriptions to, which people can't get from home, considered professional databases that have put together good quality, legitimate information, and that can be both traditional medicine and alternative medicine. So we have special sites that we can look up the information on. Also, we help people just sort through the amazing amount of information available. People, I think one of the good points about the Grillo Center is that people maybe have just had a very serious diagnosis, a very overwhelming diagnosis. So they're overwhelmed by that. They want information. They're overwhelmed also by the amount of information available. So all of that, you're almost like in an, altered state, sort of. So just the fact that we have volunteers here that can work with you one-on-one for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever is needed. Since we have volunteer staff, that's I think a little unusual in today's world, that we have people that can work with you one-on-one for as long as need be to just sort through it all, just even if you could have done it on your own at home.
Do you have any examples of someone using the Grillo Center?
This is kind of a typical one, is that someone who had a very late stage ovarian cancer, and this person was looking for the newest treatments. So we have some of our databases that we can access the medical journals. So we can find what the newest research is, the newest treatments, the newest studies, the clinical studies. So we can help with that. And also, this person had been asking about alternative treatments, and we have databases where we can search for alternative treatments. Also, side effects from chemotherapy. So we can look up all of those things, all on some databases that we have subscriptions to. And some good databases from the National Library of Medicine.
So you also mentioned to me that you protect people's privacy?
Right. The service is completely confidential. We don't need anything other than a first name. There are times when, depending on what the nature of the question is, it might be helpful to know gender or age, but we don't even ask that unless we start doing the research and feel like we need to get that information.
So Chris, I'm wondering, you've been here for 6 years. How did you come to be at the Grillo Center?
What brought me here was about 8 years ago when I first volunteered here. My best friend had been diagnosed with prostate cancer at early 40s, And I knew that he and I both knew that what we wanted was to find all the information we could so that he could make the right decisions about what to do for his treatment. So I was looking up books, information, all that. So when I knew that there was this center here and could volunteer, it just seemed so important to me that it's not for everyone, but a lot of people feel like having information about their illness sort of empowers them to help make decisions about their own health problems.
With your wealth of experience and seeing so many people come in here over the past 6 years, what exactly is your perspective on how to age gracefully?
You can really help yourselves by finding out your own health information. I think it's good to do that. Again, you need to be careful because you can get some things that, tell you all kinds of bad things that you don't want to be hearing and are probably not good to be hearing and are not legitimate to be hearing. But I think in helping you age gracefully, I think that having the information is very, very useful, very helpful.
And how can people find out more about the Grillo Center?
We have a website, grillocenter.org. That's a good place. We have a whole web page there. You can email us. We actually have ads in the Daily Camera every day. We have an article in the Fit section of the Camera once a month. You can phone us, 303-441-4144. You can come see us at the second floor of the main branch of the Boulder Public Library.
Thank you so much. That was so informative. I really appreciate it. Chris Engelman, the Grillo Center.